today we'll be joined by actor and No You Shut Up co-creator Paul F. Tompkins.
Oh man, talk about puppet people.
That guy.
That's right.
Whoa. Welcome to Marvel's Off the Rack. Back again, once again, for BS Movie News. All right, well, we're going to talk about, there's a little bit of news about Thor Ragnarok. We got some Captain America situations going on the internet that we should probably talk about. And there's a Sony rumor of them making a Miles Morales Spider-Man animated movie. But first, before we get started, I'd like to encourage everyone to go check out Epic History X-Men Volume 3. It's now available on Vimeo on demand. It's all about the Dark Phoenix saga. If you want to catch up and watch Epic History X-Men's Volume 1 and 2, they are for free on YouTube. So you can get all caught up. Check those out. It's $3.99. It's super awesome. It's way cheaper than that crappy X-Men movie. So let's get started with Thor Ragnarok. So someone was, I was hearing about Thor Ragnarok, and they were talking about how Hulk is going to be in it. And Hulk's going to be having some space adventures and stuff like that. And my mind immediately went to, when I heard that, I immediately thought, oh my God, are they going to do a Planet Hulk movie? And apparently, the rumor is that may in fact be happening, which would be so fucking awesome. If you guys don't know about Planet Hulk, it is an amazing comic book. It's all about how the Hulk becomes such a problem on Earth that the Illuminati, which the Illuminati is not the Illuminati that you think of. The Illuminati is comprised of like all these like big people in the 616 universe. Okay, you've got like, I believe Reed Richards, Xavier, like Black Panther, Namor, Doctor Strange, all these guys get together and they're like, dude, Hulk is just such a fucking problem. He just fucks shit up all the time. He fucked a bunch of shit up. So like, we got to shoot his ass off into space, so they trick Banner into getting into fucking rocket and they shoot his ass off into space. And they're like, leave a little video monitor being like, hey, sorry, you're fucking bumming everybody out. And so the Hulk ends up crash landing on this alien planet, fucking wherever. And then he ends up like, I don't know, becoming like, he has this gladiator part in it. And then he ends up like fucking like saving the whole planet and like fucking becomes king. And it's like so awesome. And like, he can just be Hulk all the time. And it's like fine. And like, it's just like the best. Like Planet Hulk is so fucking cool. So yeah. So if he's hanging out with Thor in space, I don't know. Well, I don't know exactly how they're going to incorporate all this stuff, but I'm excited to see how they do it because, man, a Planet Hulk movie would be so cool. And I feel like that's the only way to really do a Hulk movie when it's like he's carrying it by himself, because then he doesn't have to worry about, oh, I don't want to use my powers, because you don't want to watch a whole movie of a guy trying not to use his powers. Like, that's not fun. Hulk works better as a side character than as a main character, like as the main big dude. But in Planet Hulk, he would totally work and carry his own film. So I'm super excited about that. I really hope that comes to fruition. That would make me super happy. And then next up, we have, Captain America 1 came out. They just renumbered Captain America.
This is big news.
This is big news. And apparently the big reveal at the end is that, Captain is Hydra. Hail Hydra. He says, Hail Hydra. And, everyone on the internet went nuts. They went nuts. And I understand why, is because everyone just saw Captain America Civil War, and Captain America's just so awesome in that. And like, he's just such a good guy. And like, everybody just loves him so much. And they just like, he's such a symbol. Like he has supplanted Superman as like the symbol of like American goodness, because, BVS is like garbage. So, we have him instead. And like, the thing is when you have an iconic character like that, when people hold this character as this big icon, if you mess with that icon at all, people are going to get really upset, and that's what happened. Everyone on the internet is, like death threats and stuff to Nick Spencer. Like really, yeah, like really crazy stuff. And it's like, like you guys, like, okay, first of all, the whole story hasn't even come out. He's probably just been brainwashed by Red Skull or something. Like, you can't judge in like a whole storyline based off of one thing and like revolt and go nuts. It's called, normally back in the day when you'd read a comic and then you see some crazy twist like that, you go, oh my gosh, what's going to happen next? It's supposed to get you excited to see what's going to happen next, but now people read it and they're like, this isn't what I want. It's garbage. Whoa, hang them all, burn them. And it's like it's a witch hunt, it's turning into this crazy mob witch hunt for this poor fucking comic book writer. It's just like, it's fucking insanity out there. Like, this fandom stuff has just gotten really out of hand. I think everyone should really calm down about it. I think a lot of the people who are upset are people who don't even read fucking comic books in the first place. They're just people who are familiar with the movies and, familiar with these characters as ideas, not as actual, like, living, breathing characters in a fucking, active continuity. And, I don't understand how people don't understand how storytelling works. And this is also a fictional character. I don't know that. What do you want? Do you want this fictional character to be the same for fucking 100 years? Because that's not how it works. You have to do things with these characters to keep them relevant and fresh. And you have to, like, they have their highs and their falls and their lows, and then they build them back up. And this has not been the first time that this has happened to Captain America. I mean, Jack Kirby had a storyline where he was, Sieg Heiling, like way back in the fucking 50s or 40s or whatever. And it's just like, that's just what happens. And then it turns out, oh, he's a double agent, or he's undercover, or he's been brainwashed. Like, you don't know the details of the story, and you can't go hang somebody for this. And it's also like, fucking calm down. Like, and if you guys can't handle this sort of stuff, then you don't belong in comic books. Like, you can get the fuck out, to be quite honest with you.
Like 80 years.
Well, no, I mean, it's like, people are like, but this is my favorite character. And it's like, I've seen Dazzler shit on for years. Okay. I've seen Cyclops turn into a mutant terrorist for years, but then Brian Michael Bendis, even though I wasn't excited to see him portrayed in that light because I love Scott Summers, the fucking ending in fucking X-Men 600 where he fucking redeems himself is so fucking powerful and amazing to see him come back from that. It's so fucking beautiful. It's beautiful storytelling. And I love the fact that, like, they had the balls to do something like that and make him, like, seem like the bad guy for such a long time. Like, I'm okay with that. Like, this is just storytelling, guys. Like, it's for fun. It's like, these aren't, I don't know. So anyone out there who's freaking out about this, like, just, I don't know, go fuck yourself. I don't know, find something better to do. Get a real problem to worry about, like, I don't know. This isn't a real problem. This is comics. And also, I mean, honestly, you guys, like, I mean, it's amazing to me that anybody even gives a shit at all about comics because no one's cared for so fucking long. Now everybody's all upset about everything. It's just like, it's like face palm, like, ugh, it's just.
They acknowledge comics exist.
I mean, well, also too, here's another thing, you guys. It's called a #1 issue. You have to do something that grabs readers' attention. And this grabs attention because, you know what? Comic books don't sell that much. Do you know how much an actual comic book, like how many issues of a comic book sells? It's like an average one is like maybe, what is it?
25 to 50,000.
25 to 50,000 issues of something, and that's it. And like most of those probably don't even like get bought. Okay. That's just how many are printed. And like, that's not a lot. It's a very niche market. So, I don't know. They have to do what they can to survive. And that's how Marvel has always been. That's how they always will be. Like, it has always been a struggling industry. It has never been like, oh man, everybody's just buying all these comics. We're just rolling in the dough, like maybe in the 90s for a hot minute, but then it's insanity to me. So, you guys got to stop out there who's like witch hunting people. I don't know. And especially if you don't actually go to the comic book store and pick up anything, I don't think you have much of a right to say anything about anything. Like, because you're not a part of the community, so whatever. So, okay, moving on from just absolute madness, insanity, rage boner fuckery on the internet. So there's a Sony rumor that they're going to make an animated Miles Morales Spider-Man movie for 2018. And I'm super pumped on that. I mean, I'm totally down to see some Miles Morales stuff. I mean, I will totally be there. So I hope this comes to fruition as well as the Planet Hulk situation. So, all right. We've got a major Marvel star with us today. Clark Gregg will be joining us.
That's really amazing.
And later, we'll catch up with Alpha Cat.
President Barack Obama. That's me.
I can't tell you how excited I am.
Welcome to Marvel's Off the Rack.